All right, we live.
All right, shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
shalom. Before we get started, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
all right, double honors to our apostles, to our elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the ones out there who are doing this work diligently and chiefly keeping the faith, making your calling and your election sure. All right, we're going to get into the parable of Yahawashi. The title of it, I believe, the parable of Yahawashi, part 26. The rich fool, right? We're going to start with this parable over in Luke chapter 12, start at verse 16, and read through the parable, and then we're going to bring out precepts, to bring out edification. You want to that word edification, it means to build. Right? So we're going to build on top of this particular parable. So you got
This is you get the song.
Luke chapter 12, verse 16.
This is Luke.
Start right here. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 16. It says, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, now who is this he? It's Yahawashi, right? It says, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. Verse 17, it says, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room but to bestow my fruits. So his land brought up a bunch of fruit. And he thought of so much fruit that came from that land to the point where he had no place to put it. Right? The Lord has made them fruitful because we know that every seed don't grow. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Lord that allowed that seed to grow. You can plant as many seeds that you want. You can actually germinate the seed as much as you want to. But if the Lord don't have that seed grow, then it's not going to do anything. So the Lord has allowed this rich fool man to increase, to become, plentiful, right? All right, you can go ahead and read at the verse 18.
Verse 18, it says, and he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater.
Right, so he's going to pull down the barns that he currently has to build greater barns. So he's thinking in his mind that what he has done, right? But they take the time to take down the barn and to build a greater one, right? Yeah.
Done. It says, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods.
So everything that he's collecting, he's building a barn that can fit the goods, right? All of the wheat that he's growing, or what type of, committed to husbandry, right? So he's growing fruit, he's tended to animals, he's doing things like that that make you rich, because the real riches are having land, right? Having cattle, right? Having produce, things that's tangible, You got it.
Because Abraham was considered rich. He had cattle, he had different substances. You know what I mean? This is Luke 12 and verse 19. It says, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid upon up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
So this rich man, this rich fool, right? He considered that he had a bunch, he had a lot, and he thought in his own mind that he can sustain himself for years, right, off of these goods. Okay, he made a new barn that could fit all of the goods he's getting from his land. He in a good case, right? He said, "What? Take thine ease." He relaxed. He stopped. He stopped working as much as he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was going 100%, but now he's at 80%, or now he's at 70%. He's taking a load off. Okay, it says, "Eat and drink and be merry." He's happy because of his goodness. You got it up.
Right. It says, verse 20. It says, "But the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee."
So he didn't consider that the Lord wanted him, right? He thought he had enough goods to last him for years. But the thought of the Lord requiring his soul at this moment fleed from him, right? He was so caught up in the goods that he had. He was so caught up in the life that he had that he didn't even consider that the Lord was going to take him out. Okay? And that's what we have to do in this truth. We can't get too complacent by the goods that we have. You can't get too complacent by anything, right? Because you know the Lord can require your soul. That's why it's very important to fear the Lord, right? Because the Lord issues out death, right? He's the one that sanctions it, sanctioned death. Okay, so you can't be caught up in your riches if you got some. You can't be caught up in your woman if you got one. You can't be caught up in your children if you got some, because you don't know when the Lord is going to require your soul. All right, and before He requires your soul, did you repent? Right? Did you turn to the Lord? Did you ask for forgiveness of your sins? Right? Did you repent today? These are questions that you got to ask, man, because you know, the Lord is coming, and He's coming quickly. Whether He come back in your lifetime or not, there's certain things that you have to do in order to get covered by the blood of Yahawashi. Okay? You got your precept.
I got a quick
yeah,
this is St. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 34. It says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
That's right. If you look up right now on Google the world population clock, right? There's so many deaths happening right now as we speak, right? People are being put to death. You don't supposed to consider tomorrow when it's enough evil in today that can take you out. That's the fear that you got to have of the Lord, man. And the Lord can take you out in the next 5 minutes, in the next hour. So this rich man in this particular parable didn't consider that. You know?
What the scriptures say that our life is but a vapor. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we don't put thought for tomorrow. We focus on what's here today, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all these things that we have could be taken away expediently, man. You know what I'm saying? In the words of who's that thing? Morgan Freeman, expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? We watch Legal. You know what I mean? All this is just but a vapor, man. So we hold fast to what the Lord gives us, and we toss away the bullshit of Esau Edom, man. You know?
That's right. You know, the rich man said, you know, I will say to my soul in verse 19 over in Luke 12, thou hast much good laid up for many years. Many years, he thinking he cool, you know? And then in verse 20 it says, but God said unto him, thou fool, this night, right?
This night.
At this moment, while he's conjuring up these thoughts about building a new barn, while he's conjuring up these thoughts about his good, the Lord is about to take him out. Like I was saying in a world population clock, there's people dying every moment. Every 5 minutes, over 1,000 people die at a time. So it shows you how much you got to fear the Lord. You got it.
I'm going to finish that. In Luke 12 and verse 20. Yeah, kind of. It says, but the Most High said to him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?
Hey, who that's going to go to? You know, you're not going to be here to enjoy it. You know?
It's good. Some also in Ecclesiastes said, labor.
Yep.
One's going to fuck it up.
Yeah, kind. You understand?
Like Jackie Chan said, he don't give shit to this goddamn son, man. All right, a lot of these celebrity kids, they went to dare in their life, and here you are, fled a war-torn land, come to America to so-called make a better life for your children, but they're ungrateful, spoiled ass shit, right? And they expect you to leave them some money. They say, I say, no, I'm rich. You ain't rich. So yeah, it's a vexation to have all these things that you've done to work for, to leave it to somebody who's gonna fuck it up, man.
Well, even Yahawashi said, what about gaining the world and losing your own soul, because you work so hard, you sell your soul to save Esau Edom, and what happens? Now you leave your substance. You work so hard for it to your son. It's a fucking nigger, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a damn about the riches, man. It talks about a nigga. You got to get a little bit further Game of Thrones, man. But it tells you about those. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Because why? Because we put our faith in things, in tangible evidence, man. The things that the scriptures talk about that they labor for a corruptible crown, but we for incorruptible. Right? the gold, the silver, all the tangible things in the world don't matter to the elect, man, because the elect know that the Lord is going to provide them something that's more tangible and more evidence, you know what I'm saying, than what Esau can offer, you know.
That's why it's very important to you know, put your cares and affections on the things that are above. Because eventually the things that are above, the way things are ran above, is going to be here right on earth, like it says in the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6, right? So what we're gonna, in the kingdom, we're gonna be able to leave, you know, give our children riches and things like that, and we're gonna know that what they're gonna be able to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to give them different pieces of our kingdom, and they're gonna be able to take care of it, man. Right now, you leave riches back to your heir, he gonna fuck it up. You don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, you know, unless you bestow it upon him and he not a nigga that turn away from the truth, you know, because you'll have kids like that, you'll raise them up the right way, you know what I'm saying? But then it's a spirit on them that causes them to deter. Okay, we're not gonna have to worry about that in the kingdom, you know. You go ahead with that verse 21, and then we can bring out the other things.
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 21, and it reads, it's like here.
I got it right here. Luke 12 and 21. So is he that layeth up treasures for himself and is not rich towards the Most High.
See, that's the point, right? It's not a problem with you laying up treasures. The problem is you're not rich towards the Lord first. You see, by you being rich towards the Lord, he give you all things. The scripture let us know that if you want to be a king, if you want the kingdom, if you want scepters, if you want all that, first seek wisdom.
I'm gonna get that for you.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
There's Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 21. Start 20. There was the desire of wisdom bring him to a kingdom, right? And that's what we're striving for, because our desire is to elevate and grow in His truth, man. Right? And we know what we're working for and what we're trying to attain. Right? Without us doing the work, then yeah, we're gonna get to the kingdom, but we're gonna be a citizen, a regular citizen, man. We're trying to be a regular citizen right now, man. All right? So if your life being the thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore, man. You know, and that's important because, you know, without the wisdom, they're not going to learn how to reign and how to handle these riches, man. You know, just you know what they say. Peter talk about what should a nigga do with money. You know, so if you give a, you know, like I say, you get a broke nigga in the hood $1 million, yeah, he's gonna buy a $300,000 car. You know, a $500,000 crib. And go see Jacob and Julia, he's gonna be broke. You know, pretty quick, man. Well, we start to understand, like, oh, I'm gonna put some of this up. I don't need to move the bread with a bread and hollow around here, right? You know, I can live in Euclid or, you know, a Wycliffe or something like that and live within my means. You know, that requires wisdom, though, man. You know, even on the small level, you got your check. You know, like worked a little bit of overtime on there. You got your little holiday pay. You know, you're like, oh no, but you really can't do all that, man. You know, you really can't. You know, and if you got your mindset on things that are carnal, yeah, when you say a fool, the money shall soon part, man. You're not gonna have the enlightenment, you know, of how to save, or how to invest those things. Right?
That's right. It's the mindset. You know, they could get riches and give it right back to their enemy. That's why reparations, we don't want that, because Jake as you go to reparations, it means to repair.
Yeah.
Right? Jake gonna give it right back to you because their mindset is fucked up. Right? That's what the Lord has given us. He's given us a kingdom mindset. Brothers are returning back to their original mindset where, you know, they were kings, right? They were men of the Lord. They were in a higher stature. Okay, so little things don't move men of the Lord. All right, it's the spirit that moves men of the Lord. No matter how many riches a man of the Lord get, he's gonna always rely on YAHWAH. Right? Consider Daniel. Right? Daniel was a president under King Nebuchadnezzar. But did he forsake the Lord? No, he was a rich man. Right? Consider what's his name? Joseph. Right? Joseph didn't deny the Lord. He was a rich man. He was second in command of the Pharaoh. You see, so it shows you it's not the money that's wicked. It's the mindset of the man who controls the money.
It's for the love of the money.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, so we got to be very careful about what we're, you know, on what words we use to describe what's more important than the Lord. And 9 times out of 10, or actually 9 times out of 10, but a lot of times it's money and it's what? Your damn girl and your family, man. Because to some people, like having a family, to them is rich. And it is to a degree. Right? But that rich is not equal or greater than what Yahawashi outside have prepared for you, all right, when it's all said and done, man.
That's right. That's a beautiful point. You know, the family is rich, richness, money is richness, all these things are richness, right? But when you put all your passion into that, and not putting passion into Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, you're gonna find yourself in a fucked up situation every single time. What you give your energy to the most is what you worship. Like really, when we're in Esau's kingdom, in a land where there is no God, everything becomes a God. Everything you can worship liquor. You can worship, you know what I'm saying, anything out here. Whatever you give your energy to is showing you that if this is what this parable is bringing out. Whatever you put your energy into, if it's not really with the Lord, it's gonna come to naught. All right, it's gonna vanish. You're gonna die. You're a vapor. You're not gonna be here to live out your you know what I'm saying, live out the wealth that you have, because you're not considering the Lord. If you consider the Lord and you have the wealth, then you're in a good state. You see, that's what this parable is bringing out. This rich fool didn't consider Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, right? He thought he was good. He thought he was cool for the next couple of years, but the one who controlled the spirit required his spirit at this time. Yeah, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from Yahawashi Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, because the elect know that certain brothers aren't meant to have certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it could deter them from the truth. So the Lord is always looking out for his men. So poverty and riches come from Yahawashi Yahawashi, man. You know, the things that you want but you can't have is what is already predetermined from Yahawashi Yahawashi that you ain't supposed to have that, man. You know, you got men that have money. You know what I'm saying? And they still 10 toes down. But the same man that if the Lord was to give another man that same money, he would have been a nigga in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Boasting in his riches. You know, so these things, the poverty and riches, we thank Yahawashi Yahawashi that the Lord has given us food convenient for us, man. You know?
That's right.
For sure. This is James 4:3. So you ask, receive not. You ask amiss, you may consume it upon your lust. And like this elder brother was saying, man, like the Lord don't give you something because, hey, Jake people, you know, a $400 paycheck, man. Man, they paid you $4,000 a week, man. You know, coming from the damn hood or coming from a life of not poverty. Yeah, poverty, man. You see, they get a couple checks, bro, and they be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Chicago. I'm gonna do this and that." All right, and next thing you know, like shit, you know, Saturday night come along, you know, whatever, man. You down to like the last $30, you gotta get through the next 2 weeks, man. You know, and that's why, you know, the elder brother was saying, like, the Lord knows exactly who you are. All right, well, you try to hide yourself from the Lord, hey, the Lord knows why he don't give you no money, man, or why he don't give you a girlfriend or give you a better job. At the end of the day, you want it to be, I don't say it's necessarily wicked, but your thing may lead you to fall out the truth, man.
If I could say the one, because the scripture in Sirach, that in the day of prosperity, there is a forgiveness of affliction. You know what I'm saying? So hey, Jake is right where he needs to be at, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't clamor about or covet more than what we need to have to get the fuck up out of here, man. You know?
precepts that come to mind. Let's get those precepts
Kind.
that I
Psalm
saw.
52?
Yeah.
Kind. I got that Psalm 52. Psalm 52 and verse 7, it says, Lo, this man, lo, this is the man that made the Most High, not his strength.
That's what this is referring to, this parable that we're reading, right? About this rich fool. Okay, the scriptures, it links up. Right, go ahead, brother.
But trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness.
That was his problem, right? See, the precepts give us understanding about what the Lord was going into with this parable. He gave his strength unto money, gave his strength unto the things that was making him feel good in that time, right? He was able to touch his riches, but he didn't consider the spirit. He didn't consider Yahawashi BAHASHAM Yahawashi. And that was this rich man's problem. All right, he neglected the fact that the Lord requires the souls of men. And anytime he see fit, you see, he was thinking in his mind he was in a good case, but the Lord wanted him right then and there. Right? You see? So he wasn't going to be able to benefit from the husbandry that he did. Okay? Do you think this rich man considered that the Lord was going to kill him instantly? No, he didn't. You know?
Pride is one departed from his maker. That's pride, man. Thinking that you're going to do something without the Lord's approval, man. All right? It says, sparrow's not falling out the sky that the Lord ordained it, man. You got to understand, you know, the Yahawashi got his own script already laid out and laid out already, man. All right? And, you know, and we're just following the script, whether you know it or not, man. You know?
That's right. And you said the sparrow. Now, with the sparrow, what they do, a practice that they like to do, is they like to fly all the way into the air, right, high as they possibly can, and just drop down, right? And they drop down all the way to the ground. And right before they hit the ground, they'll fly right back up, right? So that's the Lord said a sparrow don't hit the ground unless the Lord sanctioned it. Sometimes in that practice, a sparrow will fly all the way up to the sky and fall all the way down and hit the ground and die. Right? That's a practice of the sparrow. So it's letting you know in that case that a sparrow don't hit the ground unless the Lord sanctioned it. Some sparrows that die in that practice, the Lord sanctioned that. Right? Some sparrows that instantly, when they fell down, they barely hit the ground and then they turn back up. That was the Lord sanctioning that sparrow to live. Okay? And that's what we see in these times. It's the Lord that gives each and every last one of us that breath to continue moving. Each time you wake up every day, that's the Lord waking you up for you to fulfill the purpose. Okay? He can take you out at any moment. You can't get too comfortable in his truth to the point where you think you good. Because at that moment you think you good, the Lord will come and take that security from you. Okay? And the scriptures let us know that they shall be in a pitiful case. Right? Which they think that they in security, but in that security, the Lord said he will destroy them. Okay, that's what the Lord did to this man in this parable. He was secured. And he thought he was good in his mind. Right? He thought his good was going to bring him what he needed to move forward through these other years. But in that security, the Lord destroyed his ass. Because he didn't put his trust in the Lord to secure him. He put his trust in his good. And you can't do that. You can't put your trust in Esau. You can't put your trust in in the things that Esau bring you. You see, because you will die. All right, you got some more on that Psalms real quick. If you finish that out and then bring your precepts out, and then you can get your precept too. I know you hold the Psalm.
This is Psalms chapter 52 and verse 8. It says, "But I am like the green olive tree in the house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever."
A green olive tree spreads. If you know anything about an olive tree, the branches spread the furthest. Okay, the olive tree is spreads. All right, and it starts from the seed, right, and it grows. And the thing about the olive seed is, first, before it grows the bark on the outside, it gotta grow deep, right? It gotta stretch its roots the furthest it possibly can before it comes out the ground and become that olive tree, right? It's the seed that grows the furthest out of every seed that's on earth. Right? So you really have to be planted in his truth in order for you to get those blessings from the Lord, in order for you to be secured from the Lord, man. You got to be planted so that way the whims of doctrine can't knock you over. So that way riches, if the Lord bless you with some money, it don't knock you over out the truth. You see what I'm saying? You got to be really stern and planted by these rivers of living water, man. You can't be tossed to and fro. As soon as something happened good in your life, now you don't even consider the truth.
The Lord said in St. John 15, I am the vine, you are the branch. He said you can do nothing without me. So let you know by default, you got to be rooted to the foundation. You got to be connected to Yahawashi. So that when these things do come, because the scriptures say it's easy for the Lord to make a man poor man rich. You know what I'm saying? So we understand Haggai chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken, they're talking about the silver and the gold is mine. The Lord said that. So the money belongs to the Lord. So it's nothing to make a poor man rich. It's about your spirit and what you found, what you're rooted in. Because in Matthew 15 and I think it's 13, it says that which my heavenly Father have not planted should be rooted up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like bro was saying, man, it's about the foundation, Yahawashi, being rooted to Yahawashi, so that when these different things come, because they're going to come, every brother has been tempted or have come across some type of situation as such, whether it's whatever the amount is or whatever it is. And we all had to overcome certain things. You know what I'm saying? The only way we can overcome those things is through Yahawashi, man. Because he's, like I said, St. John 15 said you can do nothing without.
I got it, bro.
Yeah, bring that up.
John 15:4. I'm going to go down. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself.
Because the branch is connected what? To the tree. Right?
Yep.
To the root. The branch is the furthest way the tree can extend. Right? That's the branch. The root is the deepest it can go. Right? So you being a branch connected to this tree, that's you being connected to Yahawashi.
Yeah.
And no matter how far you go, you're still connected to Yahawashi.
Yeah, the root keeps the tree living. You can cut the top off, but the tree can grow back because the root is still deep and it's nourished and everything. Yahawashi is that root. That's how we was able to grow back as a nation. We was grafted back in, into that tree, into the Yahawashi.
The root of David.
That's the even with Nebuchadnezzar. You know what I'm saying? Where that stump that was left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To allow Nebuchadnezzar to come back into power. You know what I mean? And Daniel, yep, kind of.
The Father says, I'm the vine, you are the branches. He that abides in me and I in him, saying bring forth much fruit. Without me, you can do nothing.
You can do nothing. Nothing. That's what this rich man failed to believe. He thought he was good, but in a sense, he can do nothing. He died. He went back to the Shemayim. Because guess what? He was full of his pride. He considered Yahawashi. Those who consider Yahawashi, you can do everything. Right? You can tell the mountain to fall if you have enough faith. Right? Because your faith determines your power level. Okay? If you believe you can do it, you can, man. If you believe through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, you can do something. Guess what? You can, man.
Because even with the Egyptians, when you do the history about the Egyptians and the Hamites, what did they do? They tried to bury themselves with their treasures, with their riches, because they believed that they would be rich in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? And then once they were regenerated, they would come back with those riches. You know what I'm saying? But what are the true riches? The true riches is the knowledge of the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jake can't understand or fathom,
Yeah, it said this is Matthew 19.
I was holding that too, kind.
Matthew 19 and 23. No. Matthew 19 and because we all know the account. This was dealing with the rich young man who kept the law, statutes, commandments, and he tried to come to the Lord and say he was perfect, but the Lord had to test him. He tested him and he showed him that he wasn't perfect, and the reason why he wasn't perfect is about to explain it. is what we brought out in St. John 15. This is why he wasn't perfect. Because you can have all the riches in the world, but still not have the spirit of Yahweh. You know, because that let me read it real quick. This is, Matthew 19 and start at 16. It says, and behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
See, this account for to show you too as well that Yahawashi knew when he was Solomon. Yahawashi knew when he walked the earth that he was Adam. This account gives you that inkling too as well. You got
Con. Right, because this is response. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? See, this is the Lord talking. Why he saying such a statement? Because of what the brother just said, man. You know, because that's what a high priest does. Remember, Yahawashi, the high priest in the heavens, he had that tone for his own sins when he was these different vessels, right? In the past, like Solomon and so forth, Adam and so forth, right? It says, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He said unto me, which? Yahawashi said, Thou should do no murder, thou should not commit adultery, thou should not steal, thou should not bear false witness. Honor thy father, thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor. So the young man said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Yahawashi said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, he still wasn't perfect. You see, he still wasn't perfect, man. He says, Go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor. Thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Hey, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, because Yahawashi said, Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. So that means we can be perfect in the sense, in the eyes of the Lord, in this flesh. Man. And Yahawashi is explaining to him how that is so. Because he keeps the laws. He said, I keep the commandments. But so he's like, oh, I ain't perfect. See what I'm saying? But because he didn't have Yahawashi. You see, the mediator, the intercessor that brings us to the riches of the kingdom. See what I'm saying? So the riches in this carnal life don't have no weight compared to the riches in the kingdom, man. Right? Because Yahawashi is which is the access, the door to these different riches, man. Right? Riches being in what? Immortality. You know what I'm saying? Abundance of your family, the abundance of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, and so forth. Those are the riches in which we're talking about, man.
I'll talk about we have a treasure hidden in earthen vessels. Right? And these things are not tangible for the outside world to see. Right? And like the brother was talking about how the waters are. Hey, but that's not what the riches are, man. The riches really truly lie inside of you. Right? And if that's something that could be a mind out, but hey, I got my riches. No, it's the spirit of the Lord got on you. Right, to understand these scriptures, man, and to have a heart and a mind toward you. How about from the outside? That's why he said you do everything, but there's one thing you don't, but you haven't done. Yeah. They know people, the man's mind are tied to tangible things. It's hard for them to get, hard for them to let it go and to see it just walk away, man. Imagine these houses or whatever, right? And you like, man, you got, just watch the house get up and move away, watch the truck go out there and move away. And those things are hard for people to let go, man. But in the day, like, man, now you ain't got no. You got to pay no rent no more. You got no car note no more. All right, and now you're able to develop, you're able to devote more time to Yahawashi outside, man. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that's beautiful points because what Yahawashi was doing in this account was pointing out that man's God, that man's power that he worshiped. Right? When Yahawashi walked the earth, man, you really got to pay attention to the things that he's saying. Because this man thought he did every single thing right. What Yahawashi did was identify the God that man was worshiping, which was that money. Right? So you see, you can't worship whatever you give your power to becomes a God. Right? Becomes something that you worship, something that you devote to. So that's what that man had a problem with. That's why Yahawashi said, okay, yeah, you do all these things, but he identified the God who he gave the most power to and told him, all right, you can continue on, he's gonna tell him that. But that's what he did. He identified his power. Right? Yahawashi, he was quick to the point. He was direct, and he was an austere man. So you will come to him thinking that you're good, but he'll point out that flaw, that deep thing that you gotta work on, so that way you can overcome to be your greater self. That's what he did with that guy. But instead of him doing what Yahawashi said, he went and turned away.
Yeah,
you see,
he clearly showed a distinction between the two from himself, Yahawashi, and the young man, because remember, this is supposed to be the Lord, so this is who I'm supposed to be following. So you remember Yahawashi came low. He came on an ass, you know what I'm saying? He came from the hood, so forth and so forth, because he was trying to convey a message. Not trying, but he was conveying a message. And what our mindset, which we were supposed to have, enter into these times that was going to come in the future to get the greater things that we were desiring. He had to show you first, this is where your mind had to be, so that these things won't taint your mind. So you can understand the deeper things on why these things exist and so forth and so forth.
Because if you keep letting these things have power over you, you will never be able to get to the point where you need to be in order to show your faith. Right? In order to exemplify what you truly believe in. If you let money stop you from being the best version of yourself, then you're going to find yourself in the same situation as this rich fool. Whereas this man that the brother is bringing out, you really have to overcome these individual demons in your life so that way you could be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, they talk about that in Sirach 27 and the GNT, talking about, like, many have turned the eye for riches and so forth, profit and so forth, roughly paraphrase Sirach 27 and GNT, so niggas turn their eye for the bag if they see some abomination, you know what I'm saying, just so they can keep the bag, you know what I'm saying? So showing you that, like you said, because when you go into a mammon is a Syrian deity, right, of God, of money, like money, it's a god of money. So Yahawashi said you can't serve Yahweh and mammon, meaning you can't serve Most High Yahweh, Yahawashi and money, man, because that is a god, man. He said on his dollar bill.
I was just thinking that.
God we trust. So like the title says, a rich fool, man, because that's really ultimately what you ultimately come. That's what it come down to. You being a rich fool, man. You see, you're investing into things. Because remember, it's tell you in Peter talk about the elements shall burn with fervent heat. Bro, the riches in his life is a part of those elements. So if you attach yourself to these different elements, man, that means you're attaching yourself to death.
Yes.
You're attaching yourself to things contrary to Yahawashi, man. And that's what Yahawashi was trying to explain. Man, look, you're still not perfect. He said, look, we'll bring it back.
If I can say, because even in the Apostle Paul, he let us know in Romans 11 about the depths of the riches is what? The understanding of the judgments of the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How to escape the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? All the things that don't mean a damn thing. You know what I mean?
What the will of the Lord is, because when you go into Antiochus, when he was 2 Maccabees 7 and 16, when he was naming the 7 sons and so forth, and one of the sons was on the 4th, 5th son or so, he was like, bro, it's in verse 16, he said, yeah, you could do it. He said, you do what you will, you are corruptible. So doing what you will make you corruptible. He said, well, I don't think the Lord is forsaken the Most High. The point is that the reason why I brought that up is because of what you just said, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about understanding the will of the Lord. When you're outside of that, you're doing what you want to do in a sense, right? Quotation, which makes you corruptible. You see what I'm saying? That makes you a fool. But when you fall in the line, Yahawashi, everything prospers. He said, St. John, Matthew 19, continuing in verse 21, Yahawashi said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor. Because remember, he said he used it. He was that's why he said sell all you have, because he knew the man was attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
So he was right doing this and that. Just like the Lord pointed out with the churches, right? They was doing certain things right? It was only one church that was doing everything perfectly, right? Exactly. With this man here, he was doing this right, he was doing this right, he was doing this right, but it was one more attachment that he had on him that prevented him from being a man of the Lord.
Beautiful. And that's because that's what the chapter we're gonna finish out with. That's why I'm gonna try to breeze through it. Because what I just said, man, that's why Yahawashi said what he said after this. That's why he explained this. But with your point,
because that lets you know that there's certain levels to this truth. You know what I'm saying? You can let go of certain things, you know what I'm saying? But until you let go of all things, and the Lord ain't gonna be really dealing with you like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's a demon. He said, you humble yourself and be one of his children, man. All right, and that's a big deal because we got these celebrities, all right, who actually agree with what we're saying.
Guess
what? Are they gonna come out there in the Cleveland cold and come out there on the weekend and teach, man?
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna come to the brother crib and labor and break maybe 2 hours before the lesson starts?
God.
You know? They gonna give up their riches or they gonna give up their comfort of their home? How, brother, man? This is what Yahawashi is looking for, man. The intents of the heart.
That's what it is. Yep.
Yep, exactly. That's just that meekness, that's the sincerity, the spiritual gift destroy of the heart. We understand the heart is your mind, so that's why these it's hard for them to already came from that. I go back to that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the Lord is requiring, man. You see, like,
how should a rich man enter into the kingdom?
Yeah, that's what it's about to say.
Yeah.
I don't know books and numbers, man. I know they do it.
That's because you got brothers in the truth and the millstone I'm talking about. Right? And you got various camps, whatever. But I'm talking about particularly in Great Millstone. You got men, mighty men that have came from that walk of life, from professional sports, professional this, professional that, making a lot of money, man. I'm talking about bands, bro. They say in the world that bag, whatever.
Yeah,
I know. I think Benji was talking about. I think it was saying Benji talking about that. You know, like saying that because do this, took the bag, whatever. But the point is that that's what the stand in the world is about. That they got the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got brothers that walked away from that to teach the word, man. So it says Yahawashi of Saint Matthew 19:21. Yahawashi said to him, if thou will be perfect, go and sell that thy has and give to the poor.
If you want to be perfect, give up this thing. Yeah, you get all this, but give up this thing that's latching you.
Yes.
That's connecting you still to the world.
To death.
To death. Like the brother said, you gotta give it all up, man. When you come into this truth, counting up the cost meaning giving your life. Right? And when you do that, you have access to life. Little do you know, you got it up.
Come on, bro. It says, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. So that means he want to follow. That's why he want perfect.
Yeah.
It says, but when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possession. Then said Yahawashi to his disciples, now here's a teaching moment. For verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Again I say unto you, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, because of the Most High. Because what the Lord was talking about, he said it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. What he was talking about was, you know, back in the ancient world, it would be like a small door. You know what I'm saying, where the camels would have to humble down. Because camels got humble.
Yeah.
So they would have to humble down, crouch down, and go to the door of the city. They had to take the stuff off the back and all that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, he said it's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle, the eye of the door, the small doorway, than it is what? For a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. You see?
That's right. And that's a beautiful point that you're bringing up. Yahawashi, he always leave a way out. He said hardly, right? Because you'll have some rich men that do that.
Yeah.
Right? It took the spirit on them to humble down.
Yeah.
To lose everything, to go into that eye of the needle. Because if that camel can't fit, you gotta do what? You gotta start taking things off so it can fit.
Yep.
Right? And that's what happens.
The cares of the world, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Life alone, man. So entering at the straight gate, man. Straight gate, you can't take all that stuff with you, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's baggage that'll wear you down, man.
Yep.
And if you let that wear you down, ultimately you're not part of the elect. See, that's what we're doing. We're speaking to those who have ears to hear. If you have ears to hear, man, let it go.
Yeah.
Okay, because you don't want to be this rich fool that cares about the things of this world when it's not going to bring you any salvation.
It's not white.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She had respect into the things that she was leaving behind. Right? When you think about the point you made, damn, it slipped my mind. It's so vexing. And what you say, bro? What you just say?
Well, you gotta let it go. The baggage, pretty much. If anything that's out there that's hindering you from being perfect, hindering you from being a true follower of Yahawashi, you gotta let it go, man. You know, that was pretty much the moral of what I was talking about because of that camel that you was referring to and bringing out. That camel, it couldn't go into that eye of the needle unless it took off baggage.
Yeah.
It took off something.
Because was the second Ezra's. Slip my mind again. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's what we got to practice.
God damn. It says, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed. And who then can be saved? But Yahawashi beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with the Yahweh all things are possible.
That's it. It's the spirit. The spirit of the Lord gotta be on you, man. The spirit of the Lord gotta be on you to make these things possible. For the elect to endure to the end, the spirit of the Lord gotta be on them until the end. You see, because these things, the hour of temptation is coming, right? That MOTB. Listen, man, that's gonna be a great temptation that come upon all flesh. And the only way you can overcome that temptation is if the spirit is upon you.
Yeah.
Right? You won't fall susceptible just like this rich man if the spirit, if the tawab, the spiritual mark of exemption, is not on you, man. Okay, that's why you got to constantly pray, constantly fear the Lord, and ask, right, to be a part of the elect. Now, we already know, it was already determined who the elect are going to be from the foundations of the earth. That's why it's our job to what? Give diligence to make our calling and our election sure, right? Put in the work, right? Let things go to show that you're part of the elect. That's why the scripture says, then they shall know who are my chosen. Because after you went through the hour of temptation, after you went through the temptations and any endeavor that came upon your life, you overcame that and you were gold.
Yeah.
You were made gold.
Yeah. He that endure to the end.
The same shall be saved.
You know, that's all that what you just explained. Because it ain't really just gonna catch it at the end, bro. We going through it now.
Hell.
It's a build up into a greater a testing, if you will, that hour of temptation. Like bro was talking about, because how about you know, I said in Isaiah 2, and he said they're gonna cast their gold and their silver into the street. Why? You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna be able to save you. They're gonna be able to buy your way into salvation, man. Since the spiritual riches in which we're collecting are stored up into heaven, man. Alms and charity, you know, teaching and prophesying and preaching. So like,
no, you good, bro. And that's what Yahawashi said in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, about, you know, saying about that he was gonna keep us from the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? So the things that we're doing right now, you know what I'm saying, neglecting the worldly riches in order to gain the spiritual riches, the Lord gonna allow us to overcome, you know what I'm saying, the hour of temptation.
Right. You know? It's a dead end. Like, why would I see the sign that say a dead end? Why would I keep
going driving? Yeah,
that road,
at 100 miles an hour. You know, yeah. God.
But finishing out, it says, when his disciples heard, they was exceedingly amazed, saying, who can be saved? Yahawashi beheld them and said unto them, which with men this is impossible, with the Most High all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahawashi said unto them, verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me, that's how we be whole, healed, sound doctrine, perfect. He said, in the regeneration and incarnation, each vessel that we possess, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, he also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
I want to add to as well to that point. Following Yahawashi is not easy. Okay, the apostles, they all suffered. Besides Apostle John the Revelator, after they tried to behead him, they, you know, exiled him to a salt mine on the island of Patmos. Right, but every other apostle after, you know, every other apostle before that, they died a horrendous death. Right, some apostles were skinned. Some apostles was boiled alive in oil. Some apostles was hanged upside down. You see what I'm saying? Apostle Peter was hanged upside down. So it shows you following the Lord is really sacrificing your life. It's being a living sacrifice, like Romans chapter 12 says.
There you go. Because you had put that video in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Preacher R. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the cost to be a disciple, man. You know what I'm saying? That Yahawashi said that the servant is not greater than his Lord, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I did it. He went through it. We gotta go through it. That's what we say. We say, you know, that's counting the cost. That's what we built in that third temple. So we counted the cost and what materials is needed and what's needed to build this temple. We're the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Yahawashi did it. we doing it to the elect. It's doing what Yahawashi did, Hebrews 2. And it says, when everyone that have forsaken houses, see, these are possessions, man. This is what makes a man, you know, a man. It's possessions. Possess. You know, that's outside of the, you know, the character and all that. It says, everyone that have forsaken houses or brother or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands, man.
And wife, what? The scripture says in the Apocrypha that a wife is he that beginneth for wife, beginneth from a possession. You know what I'm saying? So we forsake all that, man. You know what I'm saying? For the promises of YAHWAH, man.
That's right.
Because we believe those things, you know?
He told Ezekiel, you better not weep. Was it Ezekiel? He said, you better not weep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't do it for nothing. We believe that the Lord will give it to us 100-fold.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say.
Yep.
He said, or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, shall inherit everlasting life.
Everlasting. What did Peter say? He said that we know that you have the words to everlasting life, man. You know what I'm saying? So we follow the Lamb words with us wherever we go. He told us what we need to be doing. Yeah. You know, he told us what we had to forsake in order to gain, you know what I'm saying, more.
We're about to have a unlimited. Scriptures say, I have not seen, ears have not heard. Bro, we haven't never seen some of the things, but you think we seen everything, bro. You looking at all the elements and different stuff, bro. Listen, the Lord got things prepared for us that we ain't never seen in time. Just think about grass alone. Grass, true color of grass we have never seen. We ain't never seen the true richness of the color of green that grass possesses. I'm talking about a small increment, bro. How much more, you know, gold and body and mind and so forth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, the Lord said we're gonna get 100-fold. This thing, bro, Jake's trying to get he said, receive the consolation.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck about none of this, bro. Bro, don't give a fuck about none of this, bro. Bro, we about to get shit we ain't never seen, bro. I'm talking about we ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
God give the desires of your heart, bro. The desires of our heart, man.
See, that's the thing in hot, man. That's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really understand that you're making an investment, right? If you go into Esau's Word of Finance, those who buy when everybody is scared, right? They get a better benefit versus buying when everybody's buying. Right? This is the time right now to buy.
That's it.
Right? So that way, in the end, right, you don't get that increase. So it's just like the stocks. You buy low and sell high. So right now, what we're gonna do is utilize the spirit of YAHWAH to grow now, right? And then in the end, that wisdom, that knowledge, and understanding will be our stability, not the riches of this world, not the bullshit that Esau want to offer us, man. You really have to zone in and hone in on giving it all for YAHWAH. So in return, he give you your life.
Yeah, the point you read, Wisdom Solomon 6, that wisdom bringing forth a kingdom. Yeah, bro, that wisdom bringing forth the kingdom. The kingdom surpasses all this kingdom. The kingdom YAHWAH surpasses the kingdoms that happen on the earth. So what's bringing that forth? The wisdom, bro. Not the riches that we obtain on this side. It's the wisdom that's bringing that kingdom forth. The reason why the kingdom is coming at its expedited rate is because the wisdom that's bestowed upon his men on the earth is bringing forth that vibration, which is bringing the Lord closer to them. The more you get close to being still and to being still, that's Yahawashi closer interest to coming into this place. So the wisdom is which bringing forth the kingdom of heaven. And what that means, the kingdom of heaven, we understand that it forever. It's never going to be taken out of this place once it's established ever. So we understand that these are the riches which we're being stored, which you're storing up, man. Not in this earthly vessel, bro. Right. This comes to an end, man.
Because fiat currency, if you look throughout the generations, every nation that set up a fiat currency failed. There was over 400 nations that set up a fiat currency and they failed. What makes you think America not going to fail? You see, we don't want fiat currency. Okay, we don't give a fuck about that. We want the real riches. Okay, we don't want a note that you put in place to say you got an X amount of gold. We don't want we want the gold.
Yeah. And the people.
Yeah, we want the people. We want the go. We want. That's what we want, man. So in order to obtain these things, we know that we gotta let things go.
Yeah.
We gotta let it go to receive.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get paid, but nobody want to go to work, man. All right, and we're here to go to work so we can get paid. The Lord said we can get gotten a labor of love that we had, the labor of love and work we had toward His name, man. So we're gonna get rewarded, you know. And that's a positive attitude that we got to maintain and have. Yeah, we're not doing this for nothing, man. I said, well, I'm not one of the beards of air, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And we ain't shadow boxing, man. We knocking niggas out.
That's right.
With the spirit of Yahawashi, man. We defending the gospel. We're making our body a living sacrifice. And we're doing the best we can to live a life that's pleasing to Yahawashi. And doing that, you're gonna have times where they're gonna test your faith, man. Right? But it's gonna be during those times where you're gonna show the Lord, like, look, I can do all things through you, man. Right? It's the spirit of the Lord that sustains us to even have us here doing these lessons like this, man. Right? Because one of the elders, earlier at the moment, when he came out and visited one time, that we never had nothing that was our own. Like not many of us. I don't know a brother that had a house built from the ground up, specifically designed for them. I don't know many brothers got brand new cars off the lot with 0 miles on it, man, from the shop. We go to the restaurants, we eat out of fucking cups and dishes that somebody already had, sitting in chairs that a woman had her menstrual cycle on, man. We're looking for kainos, man, that freshness. Everything to be fresh, man. Fresh air, fresh grass. As brother said, but we don't even know what grass is, man. You go to the beach, you walk on that sand, and it cuts your goddamn feet, man.
It stink.
Yeah, it stink.
Order to us.
That's right.
We don't know what really, even when we was kings in the ancient world, man, like it's like they don't compare it to the kingdom what the Lord has in store for, like, because everything is limited in this way. The world has lost its beauty, its strength, its beauty, man. As time went on, because you had different rulers, time and chance happening to them all. So you had different rulers, and they put their emphasis on certain things. Okay, I want this done in my kingdom, whatever. He started doing it like now, and he destroyed the whole earth. So he never really got to really see what the Lord entailed for the earth to uphold, bro. And that's what's coming to the earth. You see, when Israel is back on top, bro, righteousness in the name of Yahawashi, the essence is going to actually express itself on the earth. It's going to allow the colors to fully reach its potential. It's going to allow the air to reach it. The water, talking about the water being crystal clear. It's going to allow everything to reach its potential, man. You see what I'm saying? So that you a damn fool and taking anything that you thought have to offer in this fucking life, man. None of it is going to last, bro. It's all coming to an end because it's attached to him.
You said the ball, fool.
And if I could say that, even Apostle John, he said, all things have become new. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going to be refreshed. Everything's going to have a fresh start, beginning with us. The Lord willing, we are part of that number. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. You know what I mean?
He said, I told it all done. This shit is shit.
That's right.
Boo boo.
Can I get a precept about saying it's murder, man? God, no, this is St. Matthew 16 and verse 24. It says, then say Yahawashi unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
And it's a lot of things in this world that want to latch itself onto you, man. You have to be able to really disconnect from it, right? It's so many different webs and so many different chains that Esau has committed a diligent search, right? So if you're unchained by the things of this society, the spirit got to be on you. Period. And if the Lord got you in his truth and you're unchained, the spirit is on you, man, because Esau has committed a diligent search to catch you up somewhere. Okay, he sat back, he pondered, he have enough time and resources to go into every avenue and catch your ass up, right? But the spirit of the Lord is upon you, and the spirit sets you free, right? The scripture let us know in John chapter 8 and verse 32, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's what makes you free from the attachments of this world, man. All right, you have to grab onto the truth and detach from the chains of this world.
The property is not your rest.
Yeah.
It's on the outer part, man. All right, and this is a spiritual. We say spiritual, but it's a mental thing also, man. If you got to, that we can't be on so caught with the pride of life what Esau has got going on to distract you from the real mission. And the real mission is what? To serve the Most High with all your heart, man.
No, and two, that that's brothers going into. You know what I'm saying? What does Esau do? He'll put Jake in front of you with big ass iced out chains, throwing money at hoes. You know what I'm saying? Buying expensive bottles. All that's the riches of this world, man. But we're looking for something more than that, man.
Get even real riches, man. We're a little older than most of the brothers in the camp. And we come up, man, stitching got stitches, man. But now, like, you got these guys out here posting up with all this money, damn, I could tell somebody, But the thing is that Esau makes everything look good when it's actually a death style, man.
As a client, if I could say, I'm snitching.
Oh,
I'm snitching. Hey, anybody's going to get see how much of a shot, I'm telling on them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm on the two guy here. I'm gonna mention this last precept out. It says, verse 25, Matthew 16 and verse 25. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it."
So it's a time and place for everything.
There it is. Yep.
Right? So right now it's the time to lose your life, so that way you can gain it. Right, losing the things that you are attached to in this world. Okay, so that way you can gain Yahawashi Yahawashi. All right, you have to detach. There's no other way around it. You got to come through the straight gate, so that way riches is not keeping you from the kingdom. Women are not keeping you from the kingdom. Your children are not keeping you from the kingdom. Yourself is not keeping you from the kingdom. You really got to detach, man.
Yeah, he said, and now you read 24, right?
Got it.
If any man will come after me,
Yep.
And take up his cross. So yeah, bro, you gotta remember, man. Shot. 44. If you taking up a cross, man, that means it's a form of crucifixion. Like it's a form of being punished for whatever crime that was placed upon your head. You know what I'm saying? So meaning that you're coming to an end, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So that means that that don't mean that I have anything that I'm attached. Because remember, Yahawashi just said, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross. That means if I'm taking up a cross, that means I'm trying to put my words right. If I'm taking up a cross, that means that I have
you're bearing your burden.
Yeah, you bear your burden, but like I'm trying to get to the point of basically I'm trying to this is in my mind, but if I have a cross, because remember when you in the Romans, that was the Romans way of so if I have a cross, that means I have what in their eyes I committed a crime, I committed whatever according to the so-called constitution that they set up during that time. So if I have a cross, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord said, bro, you got to carry your cross. You see, so if I have a cross, that means that I'm against, you see what I'm saying, the system that's set up before me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's saying. You see what I'm saying? So we all have a cross if you actually follow Yahawashi.
And it's also talking about living out your life.
Right. Exactly.
That cross represents your life.
Exactly.
What you have to go through. Whatever in this life that the Lord put in your will that you have to go through, that's your lot. You got to bear it. Then Yahawashi had help with his life. Right? There was someone there to help him carry his cross. So that's what the brotherhood is for. The brotherhood is there to help you carry your life.
Right, bro. You said because we got our own system within the system, bro. We got brothers that's in the herbs. We got brothers that's into fixing cars, fixing homes, clothes, whatever you need, baby food, whatever, man. The brotherhood is we got everything within ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So Esau is gonna try to infiltrate that and break that up. But like nonetheless, like you said, bro, brotherhood is all is a part of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said take up the cross and follow me, because this is what's required. We talked about the counting the cost. This is what's required, you know what I'm saying, to gain those heavenly riches, man.
You gotta live out your lot.
You gotta live the lot out, man.
And that's
play it out.
And that's why the Lord told Job and multiple prophets, hey, gird up the loins like a man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have to do in order to overcome the beast system. Is what? Being a man, man.
Yeah.
This is what it's, and being a man is what is willingly forsaking things that we hold dear, near and dear. We don't give a fuck about family, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't because why? Because we know that our acts is going to save our household.
Exactly.
You know, yep.
It's a greater. As a man, you will put away you put aside yourself and what you think for the greater good.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we in this thing. The real men of our nation, this is the sacrifice that they're doing. Because we see at the end of the tunnel, this is what's needed for us to be at our pinnacle.
You know, a reasonable sacrifice.
Yeah,
reasonable. Yeah,
we haven't gone through.
That Romans 12.
We don't have a Paul right now going door to door. All right, coming to Cleveland or East Cleveland or whatever, banging on the door, like and snatching them out to bring them, execute them, man. All right, we're not out. We're not out here getting turned in yet, man. Okay, so our burden is light, man. We don't have to. We don't have to worry about people pointing this out and turning this in to the judges yet, man. All right. We have to make sure that we keep these things in proper perspective. We got it easy, man.
Yeah, Yahawashi said that. He said, "My burden is light."
Bro, even the spirit, bro.
My burden is light, bro. Yoke is easy.
Compared to Edom's captivity,
yeah.
I prefer the Yahawashi captivity all day.
Anyway, what the fuck is that's the thing, bro? We already, bro. No matter if you Oprah or fucking Tyler Perry, bro, you can't. Jay-Z said it, bro. You still a nigga. So like, I'd rather be captive to prisoner to the Lord, prisoner to wisdom, prisoner to faith, than prisoner to Esau, bro. Either way, you're gonna be a prisoner, bro. Either way, choose you this day who you want to serve.
That's how the Lord made us. You're gonna serve somebody. If you don't serve the Lord, you're gonna serve other nations. That's how it was with Jacob. The Lord developed us and created us as a peculiar group of people. All right, you gonna serve somebody.
If you don't serve them, the person you're not gonna serve gonna fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't serve Esau and abide by his standards, man, your ass gonna be fucked up, man. You're gonna get a boot on your goddamn car. You're gonna get your fucking license suspended. You'll pay your high ass taxes. If you don't do it, you're gonna go to jail, man.
Yeah.
All right. Don't show up for court. I see what happens, man.
Because I could ask, because the Lord set that person up over you. Romans 13. In Baruch chapter
3, yesterday, like captivity.
No, I think it's 2 about when he talked about the bones of our fathers. It was between those chapters. Yahawashi said, he said, because we didn't serve the king of Babylon, he moved our bones of our fathers and so forth. Man. So the Lord set these individuals up for whatever, for the lessons that he was trying to show us, the guidance in which he was trying to give us as a parent. Any parent would, man. This is the Lord's method. Just like we all are parents, we teach how we teach in our home or our children. Like, man, do this, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord's method and how he's teaching.
How you get down.
Yeah, how to deal. It just so happened he's the king of kings. So it requires what? Unaliveness and different things of such, you know? And at one point in time, we did too. In the ancient world, like certain things took place. We were a child or whatever. But the point taken is that this is the way the Lord want to teach the lesson. You see what I'm saying? And Jake got a problem with that, man. How the Lord want to teach this lesson. How he want to show us the proper way, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This big guy, man. No, this is the way the Lord doing it, man.
Well, it's going to say that the captive's hasteness, what's that? Captain's hasten to be loose. You know what I'm saying? This is because why? Because we're yet this day in a captivity, man. You know what I'm saying? So what the elect understand the true riches of what's going on, man.
Yeah, we preach liberty to the captive.
Yep. There it is. Kind. I got that Romans 12.
Got it up.
Kind. Romans 12 verse 1, it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is a reasonable service.
So you're not going out sacrificing bullock or all those different things, right? The sacrificial lambs. You're not sacrificing that at this moment in time. No, you're giving your life. Right? The Lord don't want those bullocks no more. He don't want that shit, man.
Good enough.
It wasn't good. Jake was wicked. They go and they know they about to commit a sin and go get a bullock and kill them just for that sin that they know they was about to commit. The Lord don't want that. Yahawashi was their perfect lamb. Okay, that sheep without blemish.
Sacrifice once.
Right now, the Lord requires your life.
Yeah.
Just like the apostles gave up their lives. All right? They were sacrificed. That was a living sacrifice. Them giving up their lives. So the Lord wants you to do the same thing. If you're really about the Lord, give up your life.
Yeah.
Okay? Give up your life for the brothers. Give up your life for the Lord, man. And he will give you your crown of life. That's why we in this thing, man. We're not in this thing to fuck around and put, we in this thing to get a crown.
He said precious in the
Precious in the eyes of the Lord is the death of his saints, man. It pleased the Lord to persecute Yahawashi. It pleased the Lord to persecute Peter. It pleased the Lord to persecute, all the apostles, man. Apostle John.
Even
Apostle
you, man.
Paul.
Hey, man, the Lord is happy when your ass is going through it, man.
That's right.
What happened for the high court? Mike, you say, well, I shall bear the indignation of the Lord.
Yeah.
Have sin against them, man.
Yes. That's the mindset.
Yeah. Nah, man, because Jake think that the Lord hates you, man. Nah. He wants you to acknowledge that you have a fuck up, man. All right. Right now, the Lord got his back turned to us, man. He's angry, he's upset, man. You say, well, I will not cast off forever, man. All right. And the Lord it uses this moment as a teaching lesson, like the elder brother was saying, man. All right. And we got to accept the lessons that the Lord is giving us, man. All right. And be happy. He said, we're brought upon him, take a shield from him, man.
Be patient with our change to a Lord state.
Come on, man.
And why? Why are we patient with our change to a Lord state? Because the Lord put us in that state.
Right.
Right? Every time Jake, look through the course of history and see, every time Jake went into a lower state, went into captivity, what did they do? They repented. They turned to the Lord, and the Lord sent a Savior. He's going to do the same thing in this time, man.
Before I said it, man, he said, those who brought these plagues around, plagues upon you, man.
Yep.
Right? Hey, man, he's the only one that can take them off, man.
Definitely.
All right?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:68. No man shall buy you, maybe redeem you, save you. Only the Lord is going to be able to get us out of this situation. He put us in it, man.
And that's the problem with this rich fool.
Yeah.
Bringing it full circle. He didn't account that the Lord is that power that gave him the riches.
That's right.
You see?
Right. Also, I'm the one that gave you a corn, your flax, and your oil, man.
Yeah.
All right? It wasn't because you labored in the field and shit. I'm telling you, you labor, nothing, man.
Right.
It's just most I get it. I don't know precepts. I can talk.
This is Revelation 3:17. It says, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing. And knowest not that thou art rich.
Because when you increase with riches, bro, it gives a sense of peace. So that's what, we're gonna have peace in the kingdom. We're gonna have an abundance of riches, immortality, and so forth. And one with our Yahawashi, but riches brings peace, man. Poverty brings stress and disease and so forth. The rich live longer than the poor. So it said, can you bring that back out?
Revelation 3:17. It says, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing.
Like that's ultimately what riches bring in this world. Esau has designed everything for you to have no need or want of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you could get 3 hearts if you need it. You can get, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need, if you got the riches for it, bro, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Which blinds you and keep you separate and further away from your Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna call it off. Yahawashi. Even though I got $1 billion in the bank, let me go to pray Yahawashi because you know what I'm saying, I need another heart. No, I'm gonna go to this doctor in motherfucking Houston or wherever he located because I got the money. Or if I got this committed murder, let me just get his judge $1 million, bro, and I'm gonna walk away. Bro, he just got the judge over you, Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't have no need because you got the riches. Go ahead.
Revelation 3:17, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
It say like can you get that real quick?
What's number 3?
3 and I think it's 10 and 11. If I'm not mistaken. Because it goes perfect what you just read right there.
Written Psalm 3 and verse 10, it says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which having neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord.
Y'all reading that verse?
For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable.
So ultimately, you know what I'm saying, the end result is misery, man. You know
It's more than that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of. It says, for whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and the hope is vain. And
yeah, the hope is vain. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, like we said earlier, man, this thing has an end to it, bro. Literally everything y'all have, if y'all been investing your 401ks, your vacations, whatever you got, man, all this has an end to it, bro. What we're talking about is something that has no end. The riches that we're talking about has no end, man. And it's gonna be, is what's so crazy about it. It's gonna be somewhat similar to the riches that you trying to partake in right now. What I mean by that, the earthly element, the gold, the silver, the land. You see what I'm saying? People doing that now on a carnal level without Yahawashi. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So they're miserable because they're despising the nurture on how to get the true riches, which is also attached to immortality. See, there's having end.
That's the rich.
That's the rich.
To be able to live forever and enjoy the riches that you have acquired. That's the real wealth.
Yeah, because ultimately they all trying to attain it anyways with the Rawchaa, the multiple hearts, the tiny technology, the RFID. That's what that's about. Immortality. You're trying to attain a form of living forever.
they're trying to get their blessing back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm gonna finish this up, Kadash. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 11 says, for whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labor is unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Woo!
because that's ultimately what it comes down to. Because you don't got wisdom.
Yep,
which is the breath of Yahawashi, the breath of the Almighty, as you say. So anything else, if you don't have the breath of the Almighty, everything else is void, vain, and it doesn't matter.
Without breath, you can't breathe.
Yep.
You can't live, man. Yeah. So we're not living unless you got Yahawashi breathing into you, man. Riches, man. Hey, one thing about rich people, they don't worry about no goddamn money, man. Like they got to say, and everybody's on the meme, one hamburger $5.89, you got one at $5.87. Hey, that's the poor man mentality, man. You know, they say you got to ask the price, you can't afford it, man.
Yeah.
You know, do you think Floyd and the Rawchaa actually going around asking for prices, man? You know, people give them things, man. All right? And a real rich person is going to be giving gifts, man. Hey, our gates going to be open continually, man. All right, the best of their best, man. Why? No, you didn't score. Out of school.
No, you made me think about Tyrek.
Oh, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying about riches proper? Not, I mean, Slacky, was it? So you know, what I'm talking about in the day of prosperity.
The affliction. Yeah, kind.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind.
That's what the elder was quoting in the scriptures, man. You know, you rich, but you don't think about it. You know what for? What you know? What I'm saying? A problem, you know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know.
Why don't you have gold on your hamburger? I mean, come on, guys.
I got a quick
the Lord.
Right.
You got to finish that Romans 12.
Kind. This is Romans 12 verse 2. It says,
you finish one. Oh, you finished verse 1?
Yeah, kind.
You finished verse 1. Let's get the Romans 12 and the NLT verse 2. Just to bring out what they say. Then we can get some closing precepts and then we'll wrap it up.
Romans 12 and verse, I'm gonna start at verse 1. You know what I'm saying, in the NLC. It says, and so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to Most High because of all He has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind He will find acceptable.
Yeah, because it say the scripture talk about how, you know, ain't shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We deserve death. You know what I'm saying? Like about all the things we've committed, you know what I'm saying, in different various vessels on the earth, man. The earth has a lot of blood shed on it. And a lot of brothers partook.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? So we don't really deserve what's coming for us, bro. It's by the mercies of Yahawashi that these things exist. But these things that what the brothers reading right now is how we are part of how we're obtaining these things outside of Yahawashi's sacrifice. This is an extension on how we also are obtaining these things too, man. Because we also have to partake in we have to play our part too. You know, get the blood off our hands, clean ourselves up. And stuff. Go ahead,
This is how we're made joint heirs
Yes,
That's it.
with Yahawashi.
Mhm.
He said it. That's right.
You got to
Mhm.
sacrifice
That's
just like Yahawashi sacrificed.
It said it behooves him to be made like his brother.
Yep.
Hebrews 2. So it's the same thing Yahawashi did. The elect are doing the same things in their lot, respective lots, right? In their portion. Man. But
Romans 12 and verse continuing on in the NLT in verse 1, it says, "Let them be a living and a holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him."
say that in Sirach. It said that in Sirach 35 that the offering of the just man is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the propitiation and different things and such, man. You know, that's what we doing. We giving our bodies, but we ain't got nothing else. We already lost. You know, fasting is the lowest we can get, but shit, so we give ourselves a fuck it, man.
What we can give the Lord? All right, he made all these things anyway. All right, what are we gonna do with a gold chain? You know, a fucking Lamborghini. What are you gonna do with those things, man? You know, he takes precious. He takes the sacrifice of his saints very seriously, man. You know, because it's hard for people to leave things that they hold and been brought up to revere so dearly and importantly to let go, man. You know, you got brothers who came in the truth, man, and immediately, I mean days or two, week or two, and lost, you know, family members, man. You know, children and wives in 10 years, man.
You got brothers that lost children. Yeah.
Come on, man.
What is this is the condition of the battle.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to be willing to believe what Yahawashi said, where you lose children in his faith, you gonna get 100-fold, man.
Bro, that's why Romans 15:4.
Yeah.
That's that, brother, you know, that scripture should be brought out a lot more. Man. Things are written aforetime was written for our learning that through patience of the scriptures we might have hope. We read in the ancient, our forefathers and some of these brothers are these men. And we're reading the things that was written down for the times we're coming into, we can know how to maneuver, you know, through the spirit.
We wrote this book to ourselves, man.
That's what it is.
So what? Talking about pure remembrance. You want music, man. That's why we heard the voice. We walk with the Lord, man. Just like the apostles did, man. Well, they straightway followed the Lord, man. They were doctors and fishermen, man.
Come on, man.
Fishermen made like 80,000 like 3 months out there in fucking Alaska, man.
Dropped it like it was nothing.
Come on, man.
Hey, just they straightway forsook their neck.
Straightway, bro.
Not.
They go home and say goodbye to their wives.
Yeah. Let me check my children.
They go explain the shit. I'm about to go ahead and follow you.
I'm not coming back.
And that's coming the cost.
Yeah, man.
Yep. There it is.
They had the faith that the one who they were following was
the one who they're waiting for.
Yeah,
exactly, because they knew he was coming. They knew he was coming. There was a lot of prophets, a lot of shepherds who knew that Yahawashi was coming when he was born.
He said, "Let's go see."
Yeah. It talked about it in Daniel the 11th chapter that they were waiting for these prophecies to come to pass, man. You know?
To the definition of a Pharisee, it say that in the definition. They say they was expecting a Messiah to come. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's why some Pharisees, not all Pharisees was wicked. There was some that was expecting him, like Nicodemus. Nicodemus was a Pharisee. Okay? And he believed in Yahawashi. All right? Okay.
I'm gonna continue on in Romans 12 and verse 2 in the NLT. It says, "Don't copy behavior and customs of this world, but let the Most High transform."
It says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs." But that's literally like an image. Because when you go into, I forgot, they change it so much, man. But we go into the
you go
you go to the word image on like a Google search or something, talking about like the splitting image, or talk about the splitting the exact copy. You know what I'm saying? So if you copy something, you know what I'm saying? That the scripture talking about Proverbs, as a man thinketh, so is he. Don't copy and be don't copy the behavior and customs of the world, man. I mean, like now you're a splitting image of what the world opposed, man. See what I'm saying? Because it's death.
No, what the Lord say that you go in there, you tear down their images in the island, man, they're gonna be a snare to you, man. You know, so not to be going after nothing else but Yahawashi, man. All right? Because what, man? Hey, this place is full of fucking idolatry. It's full of things to distract you and to veer you off the path that Yahawashi already walked for us, man. He said, don't turn to the left or to the right.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Let's get this for finish
this is Romans 12 and verse 2 in the NLT. It says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let the Most High transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then
say again, because it brings out, like, we subscribe to this the KJV as well. You know what I'm saying? But the thank you vocab, we able to, through vocab, we're going through different translations. Okay, that's just a joke that the Apostle Tahar, put out there. But the point is, this NLT is bringing out how you don't supposed to be conformed to the ways of this world. You're supposed to be different, set apart, holy, separate. Okay, and that's what this truth is allowing us to do. But through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you're able to separate and come out of her spiritually first. But then, according to Revelation 18:4, we're going to come out of her physically via those chariots. Okay, but first it starts with the mind. You got to separate from this world. No matter, don't let riches hold you back from getting your crown. Don't let yourself hold you back from getting your crown. Not your woman, not your children, not your job, nothing. Because nothing compares to the kingdom. What we're going to get when we actually present our bodies as an acceptable sacrifice to Yahawashi Yahawashi.
Yeah, quick talk about putting the difference between the holy and the unholy, profane. You know what I'm saying? Kind. That it starts right now. You know,
bro, Job, man.
Yep.
Bro, like he got all of it back, bro. Like double. Yep.
Yeah,
man. It's like it's simple, man. Makama was just saying that. But it's work is easy, man.
Yeah,
it's hard. We understand. We're not taking away from it, man. But it's easy. We just quoted it earlier. Yahawashi himself said, "My burden is light, my yoke is easy." Yeah. So, and, you gotta meditate on the deeper things and why he was saying that, man. Because if you just follow the ways of the Lord, everything gonna make sense. And it's gonna be easy. He said, "Hold thy peace. I shall fight for you." We don't gotta do shit, bro. We don't gotta prepare. We don't gotta do. It's no way we can prepare. We can't prepare with canned goods. We can't prepare with money. We can't prepare. It's no way we can prepare. Only way we can. Only way we can prepare is by the Spirit. Brother quoted Isaiah 33:6 earlier, man. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our tongue.
The fear of the Lord is his strength.
It's strength for salvation.
Oh my God, bro. That strength of salvation. The treasure. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Continuing on in NLT, Romans 12, verse 2, it says, "Then you will learn to know the Most High's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect."
So, what is the will of the Lord for you? Right? Figure that out. Is it to serve him or to succumb to the ways of the world? Figure that out. And you'll be able to see telltale signs. The Lord will give you breadcrumbs, right? To see which way you're supposed to go. And if you don't take heed to that, you're going to find yourself falling to the ways of the world, man. You really have to pay attention to the breadcrumbs, the way the Lord leading you. He's going to always leave a way out for you. Anytime a situation comes upon you, anytime trial or temptation, even this MOTB, when it comes upon you, the Lord going to leave a way out. You have to have the Spirit upon you to find an exit. If you don't, you're going to fall. All right, you're gonna fall, man. Esau has won in that time. If you fall, if you stop fighting and stop swinging, you're dead. Esau won. So, do you want him to win, or do you want to fight and you want him to lose? It's up in your mind. What do you want? Will you fulfill the will of the Lord and succeed, or will you fulfill the will of the Lord and fall? Either way it goes, it's the will of the Lord.
Well, it's going to say that he that wandereth by the way of understanding shall remain the time of death. You know what I'm saying? So what is the understanding these scriptures? I got a quick precept, and this is my last one. This is 1 Kings chapter 3, and I'm gonna go to verse 12. It says this is the dream that Solomon had, right? It says, "Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
But you know, y'all start one with
Kind.
You know, it's really important we get this straight about Yahawashi, because you guys are thinking that Yahawashi is just irrelevant, man.
Kind.
You know, and there are records of Yahawashi in these other nations, man. But he's all not gonna put it out there like that, man. Hey, Yahawashi record, he done so much. You came and put it in the book, man.
Yeah, what's that, John? Yeah, John. Yep, you couldn't contain it, man. You know,
21.
Yeah, kind.
You're the only begotten son, man. The only one of the Lord, man. That's raw as hell.
Verse 13, 1 Kings 3 and 13, it says, and I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. You know what I'm saying? And what are we striving for? We're striving to be fashioned fashioned like unto Yahawah's glorious body, man. You know what I'm saying? So the riches that the Lord bless King Solomon is what we're going to be able to be blessed with. You know what I'm saying? The understanding, the way to be able to teach. You know what I'm saying? To rule. All these things are Lord is what the Lord is going to allow us to have to succumb to nations. You know what I mean?
It's,
Yeah, time. Yep.
Yahawashi, Solomon, that nothing compared to wisdom. He knew he had to, in order to become that greatest king, he knew he had to get wisdom first. And that's what the elect are doing in this time.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Remember, Yahawashi said, greater than Solomon has come. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he knew that even with the, he knew wisdom was the first and principal thing. You know what I'm saying? With all that get understanding, roughly paraphrasing, but he knew that wisdom pertains to immortality, righteousness, so so forth. So he said, but he went through his incarnation for whatever, for the sake of prophecy. But the point is that, like bro just said, man, wisdom was the main topic. Remember, in Wisdom of Solomon, I think 8, the 8th chapter, the last verse, talking about it's a gift. You can't obtain it unless the Most High give her to you. And something roughly paraphrased. So he knew that wisdom is the first step to obtaining the love of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, he loved none but him that dwelleth in wisdom. 7. And wisdom is Yahawashi. But the point is that, wisdom was the first and principal thing. And it wasn't until Yahawashi came on scene as himself where we saw a perfected version of what the Lord entailed for the elect and what the nation of Israel was supposed to represent.
Because we're gonna be many Yahawashi, man.
Hey, we keep quoting.
Yep. Yeah. Kind. Let me grab real quick. Yeah. Kind.
You got a preset?
I just got that Psalms.
Yeah, you can get that Psalms, and I got this Sirach 33. You hold this one?
No, that's it.
You hold this one? Okay. So get that, and then I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna.
This is that Psalms 39:6. It says, surely every man walketh in a vain show. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches and knoweth not who shall gather.
Yeah, that's what we was going into with this rich man here. Right? The Lord required this rich man's soul. And after the Lord called his spirit back to the Shemayim, he don't know who was gonna who was gonna take advantage of those riches. Right? That's vanity. At the end of the day, you gotta let things go. Fuck the things of this world, because ultimately it's all vanity. At the end of the day, when you put things in perspective, the kingdom of the Lord is at the forefront, right? Because everything else really don't matter. You're gonna get it all back if you lose it. You see? So that's why you gotta hone in and fear the Lord. Listen, on that.
Come on,
And if I can say, just to back you up, because even in Mark the 4th chapter, it talks about that the cares of this world come through and choke the word, making unfruitful.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that understanding of what you have to shun and what you have to accept. You know what I'm saying? But you got to block it, bro.
No. Right, because it was that forward thought. God, though, forward thought, separation. This is Psalm 39 and continuing in verse 7. And now, Lord, what for? Question mark. My hope in thee. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Make me not the reproach of the foolish.
Hey, that's the reproach of the foolish. The reproach of the foolish. What they do is the foolish trust in the ways of Egypt. All right. Hey, the Lord has told us Egypt ain't gonna save you, man. It happened with the Babylonians. Right? Jacob ran into the Egyptians thinking they was gonna save them from the Babylonians, and look what happened. They didn't. The Egyptians couldn't. Right? Because it was ordained from the Lord for us to go into that captivity. Right? So it's the same thing. Don't trust in the ways of Egypt. Don't trust in your own ways. Trust in Yahawashi. And really that trust is fear. All right? Once you fear the Lord, it's going to develop that trust in the Lord. Because you know that the Lord heals, the Lord makes alive, the Lord moves, the Lord heals. So by you fearing the Lord, you know that if anything come upon you, it was sanctioned by the Lord. So you're going to go in with a different paradigm, a different mindset. Okay? Now,
to say that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, bro.
Knowledge.
Yep.
But it's direct 19.
Direct 19.
You always just call that.
This is the precept I'm in wrapping up.
Okay.
This is Sirach chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. Okay, so this is the wrapping precept we're going to use to wrap it up. So the scriptures let us know right here, no, N-O, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. So you have to put it in your mind that the Lord got you. You have to have it. You have to be fully persuaded in your mind that the Lord will protect you from all evil. Okay, you have to have that undying faith in the Lord, so that way He can see you through every particular endeavor in your life. Okay, the scripture says no. It didn't say maybe some evil will happen.
Little bit.
No, it didn't say a little bit. It said no. Evil shall happen unto him that feareth the Lord. No evil.
If I can say, because the scripture talk about coming boldly to the throne.
Yes.
This is what we're praying for, man. You know?
If I could
go ahead, bro.
Because y'all made me think about last point and we involved with
We good. It's the spirit.
But when I was the apostles walking on the water, and the moment that doubt came in, they said,
yes,
exactly. So it's about that faith, man. It's about that faith. Literally, is about the faith, bro. Like you might have those moments, man, because the flesh will creep in, spirits to keep in, and all that, but bro, the Lord has trained us in the spirit enough where we can combat those different things. Because even Yahawashi was tempted by Satan himself. Because remember, the Lord said, He said, "Not going to tempt you above your measure." Remember, Yahawashi is the greatest. So the spiritual demon Satan, which is the greatest version of that left-hand side, had to come to him. No other demon, no other spirit could come to Yahawashi, try to get him off his rocker, but Satan. You know what I'm saying? So every spirit, everything you're dealing with is according to your portion, your measure, which means the Lord has a way out.
And to add on to your point, when Satan came and tempted Yahawashi, he rebuked them with the Old Testament. He said, as it is written. So it shows you that Satan knows the scriptures, Yahawashi knew the scriptures, right? He rebuked Satan with the scriptures. So even Yahawashi himself overcame that temptation with the word. So it shows you we got all we need.
That's it.
We got all we need.
That's it.
That's how you know we got 100% true.
What did he tempt with?
He tempted with food the first time.
Exactly. The
first time, because he was what? He was fasting. Right? So Satan will come to you with something that you need immediately.
Exactly. It's the water. Because what I was harping on, that was needed, because you know what I'm saying? He did. And also he tempted him with riches, man. The riches of this world.
He also tempted him for him to actually give up his life. He said, cast yourself down. And the angels, Satan was quoting the scriptures, man.
As it is written,
As it is written.
Psalm 91.
Yeah.
That the angels
And he was reciting the Old Testament to Yahawashi. So these demons are no too. But it's your job to have the spirit on you to overcome these demons with this word. They're trying to trip you up with this word, right? But you have to overcome through the spirit. You gotta know that the Lord got you. You gotta have that mindset. Utilize the word against these demons. You're gonna triumph.
And be willing to give up certain things.
Yeah, because
you know,
you could be a rich fool without. You don't have to necessarily be with finance.
Yeah.
You could be a rich fool in doctrine and so forth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right. I'm saying
on the left hand side because Esau Edom, right on the bill, it says, "In God we trust." So Esau Edom named his son, I believe, Eliphaz, which means my God is fine gold.
Yep.
Right. So he shows you really what he really mean by he said, "In God we trust." So his God made him rich.
You're right.
You see, on this side, Esau Edom rich right now. But guess what? That power is not going to give him eternal life.
Kind.
And that's the difference. What is a rich man to a person that's going to live forever?
So drop with bucket, drop.
Yeah, drop that phone from the blessing. What is a
to eternity, man?
exactly? What is a rich? You got all these riches, but you gonna die. But you next to a man that's poor now, but he live forever.
Yep.
It don't matter.
Yeah, that's why it's strange, you know.
Yeah.
Poor man getting oh, I'm rich. Why ain't I going?
Yeah.
And they said it too that the wicked.
Yep.
They're in.
Yes, come.
Scripture Psalm 33 says it wasn't until I went to the sanctuary of the Most High then I understood their end.
Yes.
When you rooted in Yahawashi, you understand all this shit.
Exactly.
Talk about Job. There's been a paper, a bit, so forth. Right, man, it's all an illusion, man. It's all an illusion. It's a simulation for us to be the perfect kings and priests that the Lord intended us to be, man. It's all a simulation, man. How you gonna get sucked into the simulation, man? It's fake, man. How you gonna get sucked into the simulation? That's a lesson.
How you say? Are you tight?
Well, how you getting sucked into the simulation, bro?
This is the BBL society, man. You know what I'm saying? Fake titties, all type of shit, bro.
How you getting sucked into the simulation, bro?
God.
God damn,
Like Matrix with the woman in the red dress.
Yes.
You took
Yes.
yeah.
At the end of the day, when the lights go off, the simulation stops.
Exactly.
So how can you get sucked into it?
And that woman in the red dress could represent anything.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily gotta be a woman. It could be money. It could be anything.
Power.
Anything that could trap you up, man.
Yeah.
So don't get distracted. You can wrap up, HAQADASH.
Come, man. So, man, that was it, right, brother? Lord willing, that's fine, man. Lord willing, everything. The point was made. We like to give all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
Double honors to our apostle, the bishop, the great millstone, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, 144,000, a large multitude of men, women, and children of the Lord. Have mercy on these perilous times. Perilous meaning dangerous that we're currently living in. Right? Lord willing is edifying until next time. Shalom.
Shalom.
The